Wrapping your cheese is one of the most important things to do, whether it's you're just bringing it home from the store or you have leftovers from your last cheese board. Let's show you a really easy French wrap. You're going to start with cheeses. We're going to show you 3 different cheeses today. This is a really easy square block of cheese. You're going to bring your 2 ends up until they meet. And this is kind of a little dance of your fingers after you've tried this a couple times. It's pretty easy, but I've just got these 2 together, and I'm going to fold them over. And if I need to, I'm going to fold them over again. What I'm trying to do, and sometimes you need to practice, is get the cheese paper as close as possible to the cheese because air is the enemy to cheese. Now it's kind of like wrapping a present. So we're going to just tuck our little ends in, both sides. And now we're going to tuck this under. And when we tuck that under, we have it nice and tight here and nice and tight there. And you can put it in the refrigerator just like this. If you are going to travel with it, you might want to put a piece of tape on there, but if you go to a fancy French cheese store, they will hand them to you just like this because that's just the way they do it. So be like the French and you can do a French wrap. So let's try another cheese because different shapes, like that is the easiest one to do, but I want you to believe in yourself. You can do other shapes too. So here we have a brie style cheese. It's a half circle. We can start the same way, same exact way. We're going to set it in the middle of our paper. This is a cheese paper, by the way. You can also use parchment or wax paper if you don't have cheese paper, and you can use a cheese bag, which I'll show you in a minute. And I'm just going to keep folding this down. I have to fold that one a little more because it's smaller. And now when I fold this side in, like I did for the first ones, I'm going to turn this around so you can see I got that really tight and close in there. And this side I don't have to fold down too much. And then I just fold that under and fold it under again. And you can see it's very much like a half circle. So we're keeping the air out of that. And there's a lot of different shapes of cheeses, but these are sort of the ones you're going to run into the most. And the other one is the wedge. So this wedge cheese is beautiful wedge cheese. We're going to put that in the middle there. And here's where you might find a problem. You'll put this up and you're like, ooh, that's maybe not long enough. I could make this work, but if you have trouble, try turning your paper the other direction. So my paper is a little bit longer this way. So that's a good trick. If you do that little test and it's not long enough, try turning your paper. Again, I put the edges together and fold them. Now my 2 round sides are on this side. So I'm going to push this in. I'll just turn this so you can see it and sort of push this in. And what I'm trying to do is get this flat against that cheese. And then here, we're going to, this is just like the edge of the square pieces. We're just tucking those 2 guys in, and then we just use the weight of the cheese to seal it up. So that's a French wrap using cheese paper. This is really great paper. It lets the cheese breathe and last longer in your fridge. Wax paper and parchment don't last as long, but if you do them, just change it out every day or 2. Eat your cheese when it's fresh anyways. This is a cheese bag. We actually sell these at shopboardsandco.com. This is made out of a very similar cheese paper. So it's the paper made into a bag and super simple. So you can just put your cheese in there, get it down to the bottom. This can handle a lot of cheese. And you just fold this over so that you have as little air as possible and it'll stay nice for a long time. But again, still eat your cheese as soon as you get it home because that's when it tastes the best. And that's how to wrap cheese. So pick up some cheese paper, try practicing your cheese wraps, and you'll take better care of your cheese.